Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Comanche with the Weekly Comic Book Runner. We've got a potentially shorter video than normal right for now. We're getting pretty close to done with this week's roundup. So, kick things off with Ultimate Spider-Man number 10. I really want to, highlight the cover art by series artist. Oh well. So, yes. Well, it might not be by regular series artist Marco Checchetto. Um, I love the fact that it evokes first off the cover of I believe Marvel's number 4, the Alex Ross cover for that, as well as a classic Amazing Spider-Man cover. I honestly don't know what issue it was, but Green Goblin. The cover in question features Green Goblin having Spider-Man tied up in Peter Parker tied up in a rope with a rope, and his Spider-Man costume is visible in quite a few points. I believe it's probably the issue where Norman Osborn discovers that Peter Parker is in fact Spider-Man. So, where we left off, Ben Parker and Jonah Jameson, who own and operate the paper, have been working on a story, and they've gotten to a point where that story has gone from chasing leads to seeing where those leads will go to, where those leads go. They get confirmation of the sale of Sane Stark. Basically, the constant sale of Sane Stark. It should be stated. And it seems that Sane Stark was purchased by Oscorp. Gwen is asked about this and promptly asked for her money back. But then Ben talks to MJ, and also Gwen has talked to MJ, but but you know, and it's not gonna be a problem if because with Peter working for the paper, because well, MJ's crushing it when it comes to the money. And so Harry Osborn goes to the paper after 3 days. Winning Jonah the bet. But Jonah explains that it's hard not to notice the coordinated timing between Oscorp taking saying Stark over and the emergence of a green armor flying through the air. And Ben said, as that what they think is that Oscorp took existing Iron Man technology, put a new coat of paint on it, and shined it up real nice for a new show. Harry confirms that he's the Green Goblin. Oh, and more than that, Ben thinks it's either Harry or Gwen that's wearing inside the suit. Ben wins the bet as to who it is. Jonah bet on Gwen being in the costume, in the armor, because, well, he's not sexist. And when Harry asks what Ben and Jonah are up to, Jonah says that the real question is, they know that Fisk enabled the sale of the company to Oscorp. And they also know that Green Goblin and Spider-Man have been waging a two-person war on the Fisk Empire. So Jonah then asks, why would Fisk sell them the thing that they're using to destroy him? And Harry pulls out a flash drive. But Harry says that he came to thinking that he was going to have to either stop them by any means necessary or help them get to the bottom of things. And he thought that the latter would be easier, but now he's scared that to give the flash drive to Ben and Jonah. And, well, Jonah says that, that it's not easy, they just make it look that way. And Harry says that they're the Baker's Council and whatnot, they killed Harry's parents. They killed Ben's wife. And Peter says that Harry can trust Jonah and Ben. And he decides to take a chance. When he's asked what's on the thumb drive, Harry simply says, it's a rabbit hole. Everything Oscorp has on record about the man who made the world the way it is, his council that's running it, and what really happened with the Starks. And yes, Fisk. That's where the story starts. Then if Ben and Jonah have the courage to write it, it'll grow. And Harry says that he wears a mask because Fisk and the people behind him are dangerous, ruthless. Ben and Jonah have friends, families. In fact, Harry has friends and family. And he wears a mask to protect them. He wouldn't put his name anywhere near the story. And Ben simply says, who said that they were putting their names near it either. And so, the paper is set to publish the article, New York Kingpin? Wilson Fisk runs New York, but who runs Wilson Fisk? By Ben Riley. And that is where the issue ends. This was a damn good issue. Like I've been touting the Ultimates line, the new Ultimates line, since day one, but this is like head and shoulders above the other. At least, this is probably one of the best issues of the line so far. And anyway, that's going to bring us to our next book. We've got Crypt of Shadows, Marvel's annual Halloween-themed special. So we've got 4 stories. First off is Bad Reception. Then we've got Do Androids Dream in the Witch House? Then The Green Tide and Monster Games. So in Bad Reception, Agatha Harkness is on the planet Amana. Is in the Esper system in the Draco Galaxy. It's basically a planet made it, where magic is as commonplace as electricity here. And so, she seems to be. She decides to get a glimpse of Earth, and it's dark, toiling creatures that. As after all, who doesn't enjoy a bit of someone else's misfortune? The next story, Do Androids Dream in the Witch House? Vision is visiting Wanda at the Emporium when a lost door opens, but no one comes through. And Vision says, and Wanda's like, that's not normal. So she goes through the door, and there's a hunter in there. There's a man in there. Obviously, the man needs help. As Vision attempts to follow Wanda to the door closes. He's a hunter. Trying to kill a witch. Vision attempts to do magic from what he has recorded Wanda doing. But it turns out that it was the tree. The hunter tells Wanda that not to use for magic because it's going to make the trees powerful. And as she tries to escape the hunter, she does use some for magic and feeds the tree. But and so the tree captures the hunter, and Wanda returns from the last door. The whole impetus of of Vision's visit is to find a Halloween costume, and well, with the various animals he's conjured inadvertently, honestly states that if he wanted to be Farmer Brown for Halloween, all Vision had to do was ask. Next up, we've got the Green Tide. In the Everglades, a mosquito bites Man-Thing, and then the mosquito has been eaten by a bat. The bat is then eaten by a saltwater crocodile. And so Namor, the saltwater crocodile, has made it into the seas, and Namor's taking notice. And Namor decides to take umbrage with Man-Thing, stating that the whole is his fault, and Man-Thing's going to stop it. Apparently, quite a bit of sea life has mutated from the Man-Thing serum, including a giant octopus, which Man-Thing rips himself out of. But Namor seemingly appreciative of Man-Thing's aid, and that doesn't thank him or apologize. It's not Namor's way. But afterwards, they swim alongside one another, as together they sought to contain the green tide below, before it possessed the ocean with its horrors. And that is where the issue is, that where the story ends. Then we've got Monster Games. Jack Russell's in Monster Metropolis, as seen earlier, as alluded to, mentioned earlier in Venom or Deadpool. But Jack has carefully set his belongings aside. He's going to venture on the surface. But before he can enter the surface, someone has decided to go after him. Kraven the Hunter, hunting Jack. However, Jack is a protector, an equally tenacious and lethal hunter, Blade. This obviously occurs before the events of Blood Hunt, and Werewolf by Night ends up injuring Kraven, though where Jack recognizes Blade as Switchblade, Blade's alter ego during the story Midnight Massacre. But Blade is en route to Vampire Fight Club and deals with the vampires present. But and Kraven makes his way out after getting a furry fist to the face, and that's where that story ends. And so we return to Amana, and Agatha Harkness sees catches a glimpse of things to come. Apparently, her ward, Amaranth, has popped up on her scrying stone, and but that doesn't exactly make her happy, and the seeing stone shatters, and well, Agatha's out of wine. And apparently, Amaranth, well, Agatha had hoped to guide Amaranth herself, but it may be best if the young and mysterious Amaranth were to find a new teacher. That is where the issue ends. It's a good Crypt of Shadows, though it should be noted that Marvel had to come up with a new format as for the framing story, as the previous Crypt of Shadows one shots had basically involved the the Crypt of Shadows and uh, Victor Strange attempting to escape. That has been already that's been that's has that's been that sort of been told to fruition in the pages, as I recall, of Doctor Strange and the Doctor Strange tie-ins to Blood Hunt. But anyways, that's gonna do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon, Patron Red Man as a Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.